Hello and welcome to On the Record with Gregory Sutton. This is the first time in like 2 years I've done this, so bear with me. And instead of having one guest today, I get the pleasure of having two. So, ladies, introduce yourself.
My name is Jamarri, owner of Butterfly Bakery. And yeah, that's, I don't know how much you want me to say, but I'm Jamarri.
And I'm Brandi, and I'm her best friend.
Yep. Been best friends since fourth grade.
Yep.
Y'all some OGs.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Locked in for life. Let's say Death Row Records.
Okay, so no, see, was it that hard? Was it that hard?
No.
You just over there, you just like, oh no, you just like, I'm just here, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, You can open, don't be scared. You can talk to, you can introduce, you can tell more about yourself. I mean, people don't know you. Heck, I barely know you, so we're just gonna go with that.
I don't really know what to say. I grew up in Rocky Point. I went to Trask. I graduated in 2011. I've kind of moved around a little bit since then. I currently live in Fayetteville, owner of Butterfly Bakery. Also, Non-News Creations will be coming back, but got Butterfly Bakery back up and running. Yeah, I've been doing that for 3 years now because we just hit 2023. So I'm coming up on 3-year anniversary on Butterfly Bakery. And, there's a lot more tied into that, but I don't know if you want to talk about that now or.
Hey, the more the merrier. I like learning stuff. I like hearing people's stories. So whatever you want to, if you want to share now, unless you want to come back for another episode. Now, hey.
Get into it. Okay. No. So yeah, Butterfly Bakery. It is a bakery, but it's a lot more than a bakery, which is why I kind of took a step back and wanted to get it all the way together. My logo, the colors stand for something. So the purple is for domestic violence awareness. The red, which everybody's like, where's red? It's pink, but the heart is for substance abuse awareness. The gold is for self-harm/suicide awareness. And the teal is for child abuse awareness. So it's all tied into it. And it took me a while to try to figure out like a slogan, but I figured out like reminding ourselves we matter one cookie at a time. So I've always wrote "You Matter" on my boxes, but I didn't know how to bring it all together. So I don't know, like everybody's like, oh, you can raise your prices, but I don't do it for the money. I do it for the piece of being able to be in the kitchen, but then also knowing like I get excited when I get a cookie. I don't know about anybody else, but like I get excited when I get a cookie. So just the being able to know, like at least for that moment, and like even with the "You Matter" on the box, like there's just moments where you need that you don't know what somebody's going through. So it's not a lot, but it's something. So I don't really want to like jack my prices up because it's not about the money. And I know there was a point in time where I couldn't afford to spend $20 on 12 cookies or $30 on 12 cookies. I would have been like, I want them, but I got to pay the light bill. Like, it sounds good. They look good, but we won't be eating those. So just being able to try to keep it in a range where people can afford it. So like I do use cake mix. It's Dr. Cake Mix, but I kind of like the fact that not everybody can turn cake mix into cookies. Say what you want, but everybody can't go in with a box of cake mix and turn it into a cookie that looks and tastes like a cookie. So I feel like it's my own lane, but also a lot of people don't know that I want to eventually open a foster home for kids between like 14, just because of workers permits and like phasing out of foster care. Because you can actually stay in foster care. I don't know the exact year, so I don't want to misquote, but it's not right at 18. But if you have, a foster parent that didn't allow a foster child to work or to get out of the house, or if you work, it's got to go in the bills or it's going in my pocket because I'm your parent and I said so, then you phase out of foster care, you've got no work history, or if you do, you've got no money saved. Now you're homeless or whatever the case may be. So with the foster home, I want to pair that with Butterfly Bakery, Butterfly Homes. And then the individuals at the foster home pretty much are automatically hired on at the bakery. So then they get the opportunity for work experience, but then also if they have a situation where they need to go to therapist, or they're just having a mental health day, or they just need whatever, they're not worried about their job or, you know, anything like that. They still can, now they're going to learn, they're getting more skills because they're able to go talk to their roommate and say, hey, I know you're supposed to be off today, but I just need to have a moment. So now they're able to, you know, talk about their feelings and process their feelings, and without it being an environment where they're worried about their job or their income or whatever. So it goes into that, and then that will eventually be a chain. And same thing, you can't just come by it because you got the money. You have to have some type of business plan. So you have to say you're going to help felons or hire felons or the homeless community or substance abusers. And, you know, if you want to have 1 or 2 individuals employed that clear a background check or whatever for whatever, but you know, whatever. But outside of that, like your primary purpose is to help those individuals that you say you're going to set out to help. So, yeah, it's a lot more than just cookies. It's a start in a very long road. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll eventually have it set up where every order will have donations, and I want to start doing like where there's something being someone or something a survivor or some type of program being supported like from each purchase. And it wouldn't be necessarily like I go up on my prices. It would just kind of be calculated into everything, just like you do any other something, because I do want it to start being a consistent something. I know for a fact I want to do like blankets and putting together bags for the less fortunate. And I know for like school, I wanted to do like book bags, especially when I get my other side back up and running, customized book bags and things like that. Because I know, again, same thing when I grew up, my mama made it shake, but we weren't the most fortunate. We weren't getting customized book bags and customized pencil pouches and our names at birthday parties and stuff like that. So I want to be able to, I don't know, just do stuff like that, because I feel like it changes your image and what you're looking for. Even if you just have that one school year where your book bag is customized, then when you're an adult, you're now thinking about, I remember that time I got mine customized. My kids always gonna have customized bags. I don't matter what I gotta do. They're gonna have their bags customized. So there's a lot coming. Yeah. There's a lot coming. I took a break, but it's because there's a lot coming, and I just had to get back focused and try to figure out how to do it. It's a worldwide operation, and I'm only one woman, so.
Worldwide operation. I'm only one woman. You sound like Craig off of Friday. That's next. Craig and Day. But that's a lot. You know, a lot of people don't do that. They don't like how you tie everything together. And plus, with them being in foster care, they also gives them the opportunity and experience to learn how to cook for themselves as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, dang.
Yeah, so.
You can't beat that. I
She
ain't got
does her
no
thing.
I don't got no audience, so this is gonna be close enough. Got here, so.
Yeah.
But you deserve a hand on that one there. I mean,
Yep.
really. Y'all still
Thank
there?
you. Yeah, we here.
we're
Thank you.
All right, trying to figure out what happened to my camera over here.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I say I can't see you anymore, but
Okay, hold
we're
on.
here.
Gotta love technology. Okay, can you see me?
Yep.
Ghetto technology. It's not me. I haven't done this in a while, so my equipment is like.
Oh, you're fine.
But, yeah, I will either I'll keep that in there or edit it out. I don't know. It's part of the process. But yeah, you can't beat that. You know, I ordered cookies. It was last night, so I'm waiting to see how they go because I love cookies. I may be skinny, but I'm a foodie, so I like to eat. Don't judge me.
Oh no judgment. They will be out on Monday, and you'll be back.
So, you might get, so by like Friday, I might like, okay, I'm gonna like 2-3 more orders. So yeah. At least I keep you busy in the kitchen though, so you know it works out for you.
And I'll appreciate it.
Yep.
Every order.
Anytime. But like the whole cake mix and the cookie thing, that I've never heard that before. That's like mind blowing. Like people can barely make a cupcake out of cake mix. How you make a cookie?
Yeah, it came up during COVID. I was gonna supposed to be moving, and then, you know, COVID shut down everything. And my best friend, Dime Pieces, Diamond, she was literally my next door neighbor. She did everything but cookies. That's the only thing she didn't do but cookies. So I've got some before pictures that I posted where they were like, you could see that I was in there starting. I was starting. It was definitely a process, some long hours, some whole bunch of testers, and the cake mix I just didn't want to do. Like you said, everybody can't bake, everybody can't make. So I wanted to figure out something, knowing that in the long run, I want this to be able to be made by people in, you know, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. So I can't have them in there doing egg whites and weighing out on a weight scale and everything else. I want
you got it sound like science class over there with the whole weight scale and everything.
Right, exactly. So, and that's, you know, how some bakers do, which shout out to them for sure. But the cake mix was just, like I said, knowing that what I'm going to be doing in the future, and, you know, trying to make sure that everything stays the same across the board. I don't want to do Butterfly Bakery for 5 years, and then the people that have been riding with me go to the bakery and it tastes completely different because somebody's not taking as much time. So I want it to be something that's quick, easy, consistent. So
you know what's funny? You make the third person I've had on the show that actually cooks. So I see a trend where it's going now. I'm like, yeah, my personal life started to affect my podcast. I'm like, majority of the people either cook or they make stuff.
Food, and you're like, I want to talk to them.
Right? Yeah. Cause like I'm like the last person I had on was actually a person that had that did the same thing you do. And she bought me some chocolate covered pineapples. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, let me give this a try. It was weird to taste it because like you got a fruit which is like soft, and then you got chocolate which is like. Or I'm like, how do you process this? I tried it. I'm like, okay.
That's how you process it.
Yeah. I haven't seen her since then. So wherever she is, well, maybe she'll watch this. I don't know, but hey, I want some more pineapples.
And make you some
more
pineapples.
More pineapples. Like, but
that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, like the whole thing with your logo, the colors and stuff. I looked at it. I'm like to me, I'm like from my point of view, I'm like, it's too generic, but there's got to be something behind it. And then when you explain it, it made it more sense of it. I'm like, you know,
right.
I don't curse my podcast, but that's a kick-ass logo.
Well, thank you.
Whoever designed it for you, you should tip them.
It was me. I did it.
Tip yourself. Tip yourself.
I actually said that. Yeah, I sat down and I did it by myself. The butterfly also holds substance as well. As like I said, it's the suicide awareness and self-harm awareness, but also a coping mechanism, because you never know who might need it, is to draw a butterfly in permanent marker. And then you want to like kind of push yourself or whatever to but you want to push yourself to not self-harm before the butterfly fades away. So it kind of gives you like a day by day, you know, push versus all at one time, because sometimes you need that step by step. So even that has a double entendre. So it was definitely something that I thought of. I've kind of wanted to change it and like grow it up, for lack of better words, but then I have to, like you said, kind of remind myself the reason that it is what it is. So yeah.
Yes, technology. But yes, I'm sharing that there's something you're going to share that in the group, like write that as a post and share that, because a lot of people I know need that, because they be going through a lot of stuff, and like like you said, you never know. Like somebody can be going through something other than, you know, they see that they'll read it and give it a try, and then it might save a life or lives.
Right.
So, you're on to something huge, and I hope that it catches on, and that if somebody come to you like, you saved my life, you know, that's like some deep stuff right there, man. I call everybody man, so don't get offended.
Oh, no.
But you know, stick to that, because you never know who you come in contact with and who you touch down the road. And just hearing that, I'm like, I know a lot of people that go through things like depression and anxiety and stuff, and some of them didn't make it, some of them did, and they lived to tell the story. And you know, you never know, but
Right.
stick with that, stick with that. But
No, I've been through it, and people realize that I do. So everything that I do, it comes from a place that I can't explain. That eventually I'll get to the point of where I can say it loudly, boldly, regardless of whoever, whatever. But it comes from a place, and I feel like I've kind of gotten away from my open, bubbly to everybody that doesn't know me. So I'm definitely trying to work back to her. Hopefully, we're getting there. Hopefully we're getting there. But there's definitely like moments and people that I've been there for, and I could come and talk, and I refuse to let what I've been through have been just for me. It was way too big for just me. Like, it has to help other people.
Well,
So
know you got an army behind you. Whoever watches this podcast, I know there's gonna be people that watch it, and we're behind you. I'm behind you. I'm not very much, but the wind blow, it might not be over, but I'm still there. But I know where you're coming from. I go through it myself, and like you, whenever it come time to talk about it, I'll be ready. So keep your head up.
Right.
Pray. You got your bestie over there with you. I know she ain't gonna let you down.
And she gonna be there, been there.
So she gonna ride or die for you. So hey, get up.
Every time.
We going somewhere. We doing this. She got you. She got you.
Yep.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a true ride or die right there. We got this on camera. So if something happens, she can say that. I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna play this back.
For lifers. Okay. For lifers.
But yes, I mean, would you like to share anything? Because it would be rude just to have the guest on and not have her best friend say anything. So
No, I'm just, I've been friends with Jamarri for a long time, and I've seen her growth, and I've seen her put all, her all into this business. She's tried to give up a couple times, but always picked it back up. And, she really has a purpose. And, I'm here as a guest to support her, because this is about her, and she's come a long way. Her cookies have come a long way. Pictures is coming a long way. And so she's on the right track. Like, she needs exposure. This is perfect. Like, I appreciate you having her here so people can hear about her plan and her vision, because it's so big and impactful. So yeah.
Anytime. I mean, I've known I have not known you personally, but I've known of you. And it's, like, whenever I'm like, your cousin posted something, I'm like, reach out to her. Then you had cookies. I'm like, perfect storm. I'm like, yeah. Kind of want to do a podcast.
I just started back up. It's been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I think it's like my first full week of taking orders again. So I had stopped for a few months. So things work how they're supposed to work when they're supposed to work.
So you did good, because Valentine's Day come on, you about to get swamped. About to make that money. About to see you on Facebook with some big chains on.
Yeah.
Like millions of dollars, millions of dollars.
Not the big chains.
one cookie at a time. I'm like, how'd you make this million? I sold a bunch of cookies. I got this.
One cookie at a time.
If you had $1 for every time you sold a cookie, you'd be rich. But you got 20 at a time though, so you kind of already rich, so it works out for you. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to eat the cookies I got in front of me now. I'm like, kind of want to reach out and touch over here, but it's kind of rude to talk on a podcast with your mouth full with cookies.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah. So just know when the podcast's over, if you don't hear from me for like probably 15, 20 minutes, I've been went through a bag of
your
cookies.
cookies.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like cookies and ice cream. That's it. Like I like other food, but that's like my main go-to.
Well, this summer I'm gonna wind up. I don't know when yet, but I'm doing it this summer. I'm not waiting again. I'm gonna do fresh cookies and ice cream, So I'm gonna do like an ice cream lineup with toppings, but I'm gonna also do like a cookie lineup with toppings because it only takes about 10 minutes to make cookies. So you come and tell me what you want in your cookies. I'm gonna try to do like 10 to 20 toppings, and then you get them fresh. I'll do them like 3 at a time. So you know, if you're really about that life, you can.
About to make a special trip to Fairfield. My day about to be full. Where you going? I'll be back later.
I'm gonna do like a few different flavors of ice cream, and then like a chocolate option and a sugar option for the cookies. Like I said, a few toppings for each. So it's literally gonna be like a ice cream cookie buffet. Yeah.
You like the sugar version of Golden Corral.
Yep, that's what it'll be.
I feel sorry for somebody got diabetes because they
That's not for you. It's not for you. I'm sorry.
Can we have some?
No.
Do you have a death wish? No, then I would not suggest you come here. Gluten free all day.
You can do one topping. They don't have to go overboard. They can do like a Oreo and something simple. Maybe all extra.
Yeah, really? You know how people are. That ain't gonna work. Mm-mm.
They don't have to be all extra. It's fresh cookies. When they come out, they'll be happy.
Yeah, you might be on something there.
Everything in moderation.
I'm scratching my head, but I ain't got no hair to scratch, so we're gonna scratch that. Anyways, yeah. Come on Tuesday. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna, before we switch subjects, anything else you want to get, like your contact information or anything?
My Facebook is Butterfly Bakery NC. It's connected to my Jamarri Robbins page. I have 2 right now. I'm moving on over because Facebook wouldn't let me make ads because technology.
I got you.
Decided to make another page. So anybody that has my page, that's why I have 2 right now. But yeah, everything is Butterfly Bakery NC. Facebook, TikTok. My website is butterflybakerync.com. So, yeah.
After we get off, send me information. I'll make you a flyer. I got you. I'll make you a flyer, like a digital flyer. I got you covered. Okay, now I'm going to switch gears because I've been waiting for this for like the whole entire week to get this off my chest because it's kind of like something that we were talking about like the whole entire time when it come down to relationships. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna let ladies go first. How do you want to do this? Like, is there a certain topic we should pick here, or we just go like?
Ooh, I don't think you want me to go first. I think this is just. Ooh, I think you might want to start the direction, honey. I don't know which way you wanted to go.
Ooh, I don't know.
You might want to go to the right, and I'm to the left. I don't.
Oh my goodness.
You lead, I follow.
We're gonna go to the left today because I want to know. I no hold bars. Just let it out. Go. Drop a question.
He want the smoke. He don't want the smoke. I don't think he wants the smoke.
Hey, I may have asthma, but I want all the smoke.
No, I don't know. I just feel like people are unhealed, and I feel like that's a new trend to say, oh, you need to heal. And like, I hope the trend catches on to people actually knowing what it means.
Exactly.
And doing the healing. I don't know. I feel like people know what they want, but they're afraid to set boundaries and wait until they get it or get it when they get it. Like either way, it's a lose-lose. Like, and I don't, I don't know. You said you want it.
It's like this. It's like this. Do I want it? Do I want to work for it? If I work for it, am I going to keep it? If I keep it, am I going to mess up?
Work for it. It's the feeling like there's no work that needs to go into it. Like, oh, you're upset today? This isn't going to work. What?
That's
What do you mean?
that's why you sit down and talk and have conversations. You don't just give up. Like,
but it's like I don't know. I feel like everybody says that, and then when it gets into the moment where it's time to have the conversation, it's you want to argue, and it's like, but you just said if you do something I don't like, you wanted me to tell you, and I'm telling you.
But then they look at you like, oh, but you're arguing. Why are you so loud? First of all, I'm not being loud. It's just my tone. Second of all, it's not an argument. It's just me stating valid points and facts that you can do better. A relationship is between two people. Point A.
They're like, no, you can do better. Like, no, better. Why would you want me to do better? How dare you? This is too much. This is too much for. I cannot. Better. You want me to do better? Accountability.
And it's like
accountability.
It's like
I'm
it's
here.
Like
you should be happy.
people get offended by the truth, and you be honest with them. Oh, I feel you hurt my feelings. I didn't mean to hurt you.
How dare you? How dare you have hurt feelings?
They'd be like, I'm appalled. I'm like, I don't know Paul, but I hope you and Paul have a good time.
Right. What do you mean I hurt your feelings? That's not allowed. Flag on the play.
Then they'd be like, and then they'd be like, oh, I have feelings
I'm offended.
Too. Right. Like, I have feelings too. I'm like,
but we're not talking about yours right now.
Like
talking really? About my feelings.
My feelings
is about first. Me.
We're in a relationship.
But we're talking about mine.
Yeah, I'm
talking about mine because I brought.
Like for instance, if you're dating somebody or with somebody, and then you shower them with love and everything, and then they come to you like, oh, I never loved you in the first place, or I didn't want to string you along. How would you take that?
I wish I could get that.
Oh my God.
I get you're too good, so I can't. I'm like such a joke. I'm gonna cry.
I'm glad it's your teeth.
It's weird.
How you? I ain't a rocket scientist, but how are you too good?
I don't know. It's been I'm the light, I'm the peace, I'm the what was the other one? It was another one. Light, peace, breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. Yep.
And it's all too much to handle.
It's too much to handle. It's
what kind of people do you be dating?
I've been told that I'm no longer allowed to meet people. So
who told you this?
I've been told I'm no longer allowed to meet people. My ex, my best friend, because my life's a joke. Everybody loves me, but
you need a new best friend.
It's a little questionable.
It looks questionable to me. Anyway, I digress. This is your podcast, not mine. I'm gonna be out here crying in a second.
I feel bad. I had to go to do that too. So it's, you good.
Yeah, we picked the day.
Wow.
Chopping off here this morning, podcast in the evening.
I was like, when you posted that Facebook, I'm like, oh, I wonder she's joking. Come on the podcast.
I wonder if she's
I'm like, bro, this ain't the same person I was looking at on the Facebook.
But she fine.
Sometimes you need a change, so.
Hey, not many people can rock short hair.
But she fine. So
don't. If anybody says something about your hair, tell them to kick rocks.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
They probably ain't got hair anyway. They probably wearing a wig or something. Probably bald spots. So
it'll be back by the summer.
You must got some fast growing hair or something, man.
It'll be back by the summer.
Well, throw some of that over here because mine's like non-existent. So
give me by the summer. I'll be back. We'll be back in a few months. I got you.
This has been the funnest podcast I've ever had. I'm glad we did this. Even though
I just be so confused. Like, if anybody
I'm,
sees
look, I'm gonna tell you this here because like the podcast is like 8 minutes. We got
um,
8 minutes left, and I'm gonna just start another podcast after this podcast because I want to keep talking because I don't, they could have gave me more Zoom time. Thanks Zoom. But anyways, yeah. Bro, you be going like your Facebook post be having me and my feelings. I'm like,
my Facebook post be having me and my feelings. What do you mean?
it's like reading. It's like watching a Lifetime movie without
If
the
you
movie.
be confused, how do you think I feel?
I'd be like, she's having a hard day over there. Like
Well,
damn.
sometimes I be okay and I be bored, and then sometimes I be struggling. But I figure if I mix it up a little bit, then
I'd be confused. Like I'm like, okay, she's having a good day. 5 minutes later, she's fussing out somebody. I'm like,
it's working. You're confused. That's the point.
I'm always confused, but whenever I get to the point I got a headache and I'm confused, I mean my job is done for today. I'm over today. It's just time to close my eyes and go to sleep.
You put too much energy into it.
That's the thing. I don't put too much energy. I'm just scrolling like, oh, it's the only thing on Facebook that actually looks interesting to read because everything else is just ads and people posting about their dogs and some mud tires. I don't want a country song. Ain't nothing against country though, but hey.
I don't know, country song's kind of a vibe.
And that's why
you can crash my party anytime. I'm just saying. That's
okay. Okay, there's certain country songs. We put it with certain country
Brain
songs.
makes corn and the corn makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby get a little bit frisky. You gonna tell me that's not a bop? Is that what you're about to tell me right now? Is that what we're saying? Don't take the girl, Tim McGraw. Come on now. I almost started singing.
Look, I ain't had a singer on yet, so hey, if you want to throw it, let it go.
Ain't added no singers.
Girl, I started with John instead. Was taking them. Like, once you start, you gotta finish.
I'm not doing that. I can't remember how old he was.
He was 8 years old. Okay. I told you. Sorry. Holding a fishing pole.
You try your hardest not to sing, but you singing over there, aren't you?
Okay, I'm done.
What's that? 5 minutes later. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good.
It's like SpongeBob. It's gonna be like 5 minutes later. You can start saying it again. You gonna reverse some words and start saying.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it when we get off. I'm good.
I'm good.
Immediately. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna play it. That's okay. It's fine.
This is going down as good. This is going down in history as the best podcast I've done. Point blank, simple. Period.
Well, I'm glad.
Thank you. This has been the best. I think it was 30 minutes of my life. Yeah, 30 minutes. Best 30 minutes of my life. You can't beat that. Hey, now that you on the podcast, man, you're gonna do like a solo podcast since you as a guest. I'm talking about you over there. Like you just look over here, like you in here, like
me.
No,
her. You're the singer.
Yeah, but you're on the guest too. You're a guest now, so that means you're next.
I ain't got nothing else to say. That was it. Tapped out.
It was a good discussion. Thanks for having us.
You're childish. I'm gonna get up here by myself. You're gonna be like, dang, she's kind of boring.
Oh no, you did fine too much. Your friend over here. It's her turn next.
Oh, I thought you was talking about. So he was talking about you looking at me. I thought you was talking about
my
me
turn
looking
to do
at
what?
You. Podcast.
Oh, I don't know how to podcast.
Oh, you gotta do.
She needed to do.
It's easy. Just sit there.
We gotta find her a hustle because she playing. So we're gonna find her.
I gotta find something to do. Yeah, I'm just.
It's too much time and money. She's not making it. It's getting on my nerves.
I was talking about like a little podcast. So
I say, yeah, we're gonna
maybe on the way.
You gonna help us with our podcast?
I got you.
We're gonna do bestie talk. and sit here and do this.
Yep.
I got you. Just let me know. Let me know if you need some logos, some flyers, whatever. I got you.
Okay, because we're gonna do this, but like details of those stories. I think people be thinking I'd be lying. I'm gonna have screenshots and all because some of this stuff is wild. And
Please,
it's like
Dave,
putting it on Facebook.
whenever you
It's
start
not
that podcast, I'm on a front row seat. I gotta see this.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said you got my back, right? 10 toes down. I might need you when the wind starts blowing.
I got you. I got you. Look, I ain't got me. My circle was small, so my friend can't get on the podcast because they either working or they got kids. So I'm like, it is what it is. But yeah, hey, y'all besties, so y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna be there for it. I got you. I support you. Just make sure you pay for Zoom because Zoom will only give you 30 minutes.
Okay. 30 minutes. We be just getting started good.
Right.
Now this was an hour long. I would have dragged out everything, but no. Zoom just want to be cheap. 30 little minutes. Took me 5 minutes to do the intro.
You gonna pay for this?
They should pay me. I'm using their product.
They said you gonna pay for this.
Shoot, I ain't paying no $30 for no hour.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy.
Nah, you better throw in 2 more that there. We straight, Brandi.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, I got you though. I got you. But it's been a good podcast. I've had fun. My face kind of hurts. My brain hurts as well.
Don't do us like that.
No, it's in a good way. I learned a lot of things.
It wasn't even that stressful.
No, thank you. You're the first person to say that. Oh, I'm not sure if we can do a podcast. Is it on the camera? Have you not watched the other 13 episodes?
Well, we enjoyed you.
But yes, I definitely gonna have to have you down the road, probably when you're not busy, which I don't know what that may be.
Yeah, I was doing that, and then I slowed down, so I got to refigure out things.
But word of advice to you: don't overdo it.
Yeah, that's why I'm no longer doing 90-hour weeks.
But you got this, Tony. I believe in you. Yeah, I pray for you. You got this. And it looks like I'm listed in 1 minute, so I'm gonna wrap this up. This is Greg. You can close it out for me.
Jamarri, Butterfly Bakery.
Brandi.
My best friend. I don't even know why she did that. Brandi, my best friend. My for lifer.
Yes.
Butterfly Bakery, butterflybakerync.com, and pretty much anywhere else, Butterfly Bakery NC.
Go
Thank
check
you
her
for
out.
having us.